This is Get 5 Bass. We got Dean Rojas here at the ICAST 2010, and we're at the Big Bite Baits, and he's going to give us a run through of his new signature series with Big Bite, and I know we're excited to hear about him. Dean, fire away.
Hey everybody, Dean Rojas here at the 2010 ICAST show, here at the Big Bite booth on day 3, which is the last day of the show. It's been a great show for us. We introduced 3 brand new products this week, along with the products that we've had in the past. We started off with our Fighting Frog, which has been a huge success the last 2 years, and it's basically been a foundation for us to build off of the lures that are currently being introduced this week. But the Fighting Frog has been our stable bait. It's a flip and pitching bait. But the unique thing about it was the chambers in the bait itself, the cuts and the grooves in the side, and you can use it as a jig trailer or something you can pitch or flip or punch, which I used a lot this year for doing that. The legs have a real nice subtle action because they're falling in the water, and you get a lot of bites on them too. So it's been a real big key for me. We came out next with a cane stick. It's a stick type bait. Basically, we have 2 sizes of it. We have a 5-inch and a 4-inch on it. But the neat thing about the cane stick, again, we utilize the same grooves and cuts that we use on the Fighting Frog. And the main reason is we wanted to get the plastic away from the hook point. We wanted to where you didn't have to penetrate, all of the plastic to get the hook out. So with the grooves and the chambers in it, it was a way that you could get a better hookup ratio than if you're using traditional plastic that was all the same size. So, but the neat thing about the cane stick is we designed it that you can use it both sides. They're exactly the same. So if you're fishing a Texas rig and this side gets torn up, you just flip it back over again. You have exactly the same hook pocket, exactly the same head on it, and the same hook slot. And you have a bait that's already secreting salt and scent that's already in the bait, and you can just keep using the baits over and over again, so you don't tear up the bait. Also, too, you can use it as a wacky rig, and by hooking in the bottom of the sack like that, you can get the rocking action as it's sinking in the water. So you can rig a wacky rig, or you can weightless on a Texas rig will work well. We come in 16 colors on the cane stick and on the Fighting Frog. And they've been wonderful sellers for us. But for here at ICAST, our 3 baits that we're introducing are the sugar cane. We have a 7-inch and a 5-inch model. Again, using the same type structure or build pattern as our Fighting Frog foundation, where we have the grooves on the side and the hook points in the middle, to where we get good hook penetration. And we have a nice paddle tail that has a groove slot down here to enable the tail to wave real natural, without any hindrance and stuff. But again, we come with 16 different colors and different styles for more finesse, shaky head, and then this is for like a Texas rig or Carolina rig. So we're just trying to fill all the niches in that market. But some great new things. Looking forward to those at Gander Mountain or your local retailer store. And the last thing we introduce is our cane Thumper. And basically, this is a body. Again, we use the same concept as a Fighting Frog. The grooves cut out on the side, on the top, and then the hollow in the inside, again, because it's so thick with plastic. You can see how thick the bait is, and to penetrate that without having the grooves and chambers is really hard. So we enabled that to go ahead. So once you get the bite, you'll have a good chance of landing the fish. And basically, it's just a boot tail, and you can fish this over grass or in structure and so forth, and you can rig it on a Texas style or a weighted hook version will work also. But this is going to be a really big seller for us. All the big retailers have bought it and want it in their stores. So that's what's coming out here on the 2010 ICAST show. New for Big Bite, and we'll have some stuff for you for 2011. So stay tuned.